Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy Vel, and we are back with another Mobile Legends video. Now, before we jump into it, make sure you all drop that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. This is a different channel if you haven't noticed, so if you've been recommended this video, this is different from my main channel. So over here on this channel, we're going to be focusing more so on the pro scene and competitive gameplay and some of the best players and some of their strongest heroes and just a bunch of different stuff like that. We'll be having collabs with some of the top players and stuff. We're going to be doing a lot of different content. So just make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications and all of that stuff. And also, people get the misconception that me and Gosu aren't very cool and stuff like that. Listen, me and Gosu we were all just fine, to be completely honest. I literally had a conversation with Basic just the other day. We were talking for an hour, and I have so much more respect for him and their team as a whole and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, and actually that video was supposed to go up on the channel where me and him was just talking, but it got so personal and stuff that it just turned to I couldn't upload it. It was just a lot of personal stuff we talked about, so I just couldn't upload that. So me and him actually gonna have to get another collab in. But anyway, what we're gonna be going over is the top 15 strongest heroes that Gosu uses, Gosu as a whole. So we're gonna be going over Hoon's top 5 strongest heroes. We're gonna be going over Basic top 5 strongest heroes, and we're gonna be going over General's top 5 strongest heroes. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump straight into it, man. So starting out, we're going to start off with Hoon. One of the strongest heroes that he likes to use is Gashin. Gashin is very powerful, as we know. He's one of the few heroes in Mobile Legends that can absolutely wipe out and obliterate an entire team. So yeah, everyone pretty much knows that Gashin is freaking insane. So yeah, Hoon's, his most used favorite hero of them all is definitely Gashin right now. Next, it's Valier. He's really good with Valier as well, and honestly, all 3 of them use this hero. Then this is surprising, since we know that General is a marksman player, and Basic is a solo laner, really. So to basically see that all 3 of these heroes use, all 3 of these players use Valier, we can see just how powerful Valier is in the meta right now. Because yeah, he is one of the strongest heroes in Mobile Legends right now. So yeah, it's insane just to see that all 3 of these heroes, he's one of their strongest and most used heroes. So that should tell you something. Valier is definitely a hero that everyone should be using when you get the opportunity to. And trust me, once you get him down, you get the proper build and stuff like that, he's actually not that hard to use either. So next we have Kagura. Kagura is Hoon's 3rd highest used hero. He has a high % win rate with Kagura, and with all these heroes, of course, anyway. But yeah, Kagura is pretty strong too. I think that Kagura has always been in the meta, but I feel like her combos and stuff is a little bit more difficult than other heroes. Honestly, I used to know how to play Kagura some years ago, like maybe 2 years ago, I used to play Kagura a lot. And I know it was kind of difficult to learn Kagura for me, but when I knew how to play her, it was very easy. Now that I forgot how to play her, it will probably be a little bit more difficult to learn again, to relearn how to play her. But yeah, Kagura, once you actually learn her abilities and get them down to a science and stuff like that, she's insane. She can actually help take out an entire team too. And then she has that crowd control and that immunity, the stun immunity and CC immunity. So yeah, Kagura is definitely an insane pick, and I think a lot of people actually sleep on Kagura. So yeah, definitely had to throw her on this list. Next we have Harith. Harith is Hoon's 4th used hero, 4th most used hero. And Harith, obviously, we all know that Harith is super powerful. One of the best heroes in Mobile Legends. Honestly, he's been nerfed a countless amount of times, and I still don't think he's been nerfed enough, to be completely honest with you. But I think that he's still a really good hero. He's a hero that's, and honestly, I think that we have more heroes becoming counters and stuff like that too. So I don't think OP heroes are as OP as they used to be. I think that people just aren't aware of the counters. Like, if you didn't see on my main channel, I dropped a video talking about a hero that can counter literally all these overpowered heroes, and it goes for everybody on this list as well. So if you haven't checked that video out, make sure you all go ahead and check that out on the main channel. But yeah, Harith, definitely a very powerful hero. Next, and last but not least for Hoon, we have Selena. Selena is his 5th most used hero, and obviously if you're landing those skill shots and actually landing the stuns and stuff, that can be game changing. It can create opportunities for your team to dive in and secure kills, and also it allows you to just go in and just destroy people as well. 1v1 against Selena, if Selena actually is hitting skill shots on you, it's not really much you can do. You get stunned and then you're just going to get destroyed. So yeah, man, Selena is definitely a great choice. Next, we're going to be going over the 5 heroes for basic. And starting out, we're going to be going with Hayabusa. Hayabusa is his most used hero, and obviously he's the top. He's the #1 top global. I'm pretty sure, or the #1 top. I'm pretty sure it's top global. He's #1 top global with Hayabusa, and he's just an insane hero. He's an insane solo lane hero. He's very good in 1v1 situations and very good at pushing towers super fast and moving the game forward, and also invading, taking the enemy's farm and stuff like that. Pretty much all the skills that you really need to put the enemy team behind, Hayabusa is good at that. So once you master his mechanics and have good decision making and stuff like that, Hayabusa is an insane hero. Next, we have Leomord. Leomord is also one of Basic's best heroes, as you probably saw from the 4v5 he did in the M1 tournament. That was insane, and I think that this is the first time that Leomord has actually got this type of shine in a long time. Like, there was a time when Leomord and Angela were the wave and everybody was using them, but then Leomord kind of died down because the strategy changed up a little bit. But after seeing Basic play, like, Leomord has been back, and he's been back a lot more. So Leomord. Next, we have Esmeralda. Esmeralda is one of the strongest heroes in Mobile Legends, always has been. I just think that Esmeralda has a lot of counters now, but the thing about Gosu and when they use their heroes is because they are always playing together, they always have trios or 5-man and stuff like that. Even if you have Esmeralda counters, the teammates are going to know that, so they're going to force people to use their ultimates. They're going to force people to not be able to counter Esmeralda and stuff like that, and a good team can do that. So really, when you're playing with a good team, counters are a lot less effective. Certain counters are a lot less effective. So yeah, Esmeralda, definitely one of the best heroes in Mobile Legends. Next, we have Guinevere. Guinevere is also one of Basic's most powerful heroes. He's very, very strong with Guinevere. Guinevere is still a very, very good hero, even though Purify can really make her a lot less useful. Like I said, when it comes down to counters, if your team is good enough, your team is already going to force them to use their Purify spells and stuff like that too, because honestly, right now in Mobile Legends, the meta is stunned. So that means that even though Guinevere can be basically killed by or be useless because of crowd control, if you have other crowd control heroes on your team and they're forcing her to use her Purify, or forcing people to use Purify and stuff like that, then that means Guinevere can still jump out and catch people when they don't have Purify up. And Gosu is a strong enough team where they're watching for stuff like that, watching to see when the enemies have Purify and all that stuff. So yeah, very good hero. Next, last but not least, for Basic, we have Lilia. Lilia is one of his most powerful heroes as well. She's actually in 5th place though. She's not as prevalent in the meta as she was last season, of course, because like we've had some heroes buffed and nerfs and stuff has happened. But yeah, Lilia is still a pretty strong hero, especially when you're playing in a team setting. That's when I would recommend using her most, is in a team setting. I don't feel like she's the best pick that you can have if you're playing solo, but yeah, she's still super, super good as well. So yeah, definitely had to throw her on this list. Moving on to the one I know a lot of people are probably interested in, we have General. General, his #1 hero that he uses is, this shouldn't come as a shocker, but it's Granger. Granger is Gosu General's most used hero, and that's because Granger is the strongest marksman in the meta right now. The strongest overall marksman in the meta. I feel like he's decent early game, and he's just unstoppable late game, especially if you're farming properly. And he's also one of those heroes that allows you to farm very, very fast with crazy escapes. He has some escapes that other marksmen don't have, and also depending on how you build him, how you play him, yeah, he can just become like he can really snowball and become unstoppable. Next, we have Kimmy. Kimmy is his next used marksman, and Kimmy is a very, very strong early game hero, but in my opinion, she's not as powerful as Granger. Kimmy, like early game, if you're getting fed and stuff like that, then yeah, she can be absolutely insane, but later on in the game, she kind of falls off unless she's super, super fed. She kind of falls off, and she's a little bit easier to kill, I'd say, than Granger is, because Granger, that dash back is just really, really good. As opposed to Kimmy's is alright. I don't think that she has a crazy that creates a crazy escape though. because then you also have Granger's ultimate that can give him that can create more distance and slow enemies as well. So yeah, honestly, yeah, Kimmy is next. But next, we actually have Claude. Now, this personally isn't one of my favorite heroes. I honestly don't feel like Claude is as good as he used to be. It's some people who still swear by Claude, and obviously, Gosu General is one of the most notorious marksman players in the community, and he plays Claude, and this is number 3 on his list, so that says a lot. Maybe there's still some potential with Claude, or maybe his team is just so OP he can use Claude, and it's just perfectly fine. It don't matter who he uses, really. But, I mean, hey, Claude is... I've seen some people make Claude work, man. I've seen some people make Claude work. He's just not for me anymore since he's been nerfed, but, yeah, he's a pretty good hero, I guess. Next, we have Carry. Carry is his next hero. I would actually put Carry above Claude in my opinion, but this is his fourth. His fourth most used and most powerful hero is Carry. And Carry obviously is the hero that you want to use if the enemy team is really, really tanky. You'll melt that team down super quickly. And you can create plays with Carry. You can also use your first ability to slow and stuff like that. So if you're going to use a marksman, I feel like Carry is definitely one of the most viable. I honestly, if I would either pick Granger or Carry, like these are the 2 marksmen. These are probably the only 2 marksmen that I would use this season. And if you got a good teammate, a good Grok or something, then Kimmy definitely is a good pick to have. But other than that, I feel like Granger and Carry is definitely the way to go. But last but not least, for the Marksman King General, we actually have X-Borg. It's not a marksman, so his 5th most used hero is X-Borg, and obviously X-Borg is super, super OP, and he's actually similar to a marksman, especially after you lose your shield or lose your that second half of your health. He gets that long range just like a marksman. So obviously General will probably be very, very comfortable with a hero like X-Borg because it is kind of like a close range and long range type of hero combined into one. So yeah, X-Borg is his next strongest hero. So this is what Team Gosu uses. These are their top most used heroes, and these are the heroes that has allowed them to all get to basically, like, I think they're all headed towards the highest level in Mythic right now. They all have like over 80% win rates. Actually, I think most of them have over 90% win rates. Last time I checked, General had 100% win rate. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's lost at this point since Gosu and Hoon, since Hoon and Basic have lost a few. But yeah, let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Be sure to drop that thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'm gonna catch you all on the next one, fam. Peace out, yo.
I don't know nobody, so don't ask for no favors. Don't ask for no paper, they leave when you losing, but they coming back later. Promise they coming back later. I'm up now, she wanna now. She keeps saying she in love now. Money got her on still wow. All because I got bust now.